Hello Exiles, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming and welcome to another Path of Exile video. In today's video I'm going to cover a more broad topic than usual. I'm going to talk about the benefits and the reasons you may want to play solo self-found. I've found myself wanting to play solo self-found for a while as I got kind of bored of Trade League. I've talked in previous videos how I felt like the only metric for success I had was how high the chaos per hour on my Exilence was going up, and while this can be fun in certain instances, it was kind of killing the game or killing my enjoyment of the game just a little bit. Some people really enjoy this, and for people who, say, play for an hour or two after work and can only play for a few hours on the weekend, this still might be the best way to play. But even for those kinds of players, I would personally recommend being able to go through and play all the way through to completion a character on solo self-found at some point. Just because I think it will help you with your league starts and with your understanding of the game. The reason I think it will help with league starts is because I think having an understanding of how to utilize the resources you have, when resources are kind of slim pickings in the very beginning of the league for the first couple of days, and being able to leverage everything you get to your advantage in order to get upgrades for yourself can help you get out stronger in front of the economy. So I think even if you're that kind of person, being able to do that is very useful. For myself personally, I feel like a lot of my understanding and appreciation for certain things in the game had kind of fallen apart playing Trade League so much, and I didn't really know how to create meaningful upgrades for my character outside of the bare minimum basics. There's a lot of things you can bring to a build that you can only get through certain sources, like certain influence mods, certain fossils, certain essences, and being able to understand how to make each meaningful upgrade to your character yourself not only helps you kind of appreciate the progress of that character more, in my opinion, but also allows you to have a deeper understanding of how to create that when you need to, including in the beginning of a new Trade League. And being able to have that going for you means potentially you can make a more powerful character that'll be able to run through the content more easily and get you an advantage in earning that currency early on. Now, I also think it is a lot of fun to engage in early Trade League, so I may still league start most Trade Leagues, but I think transitioning to solo self-found after a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, is probably the way I'm going to be going forward, just because of this aspect. I played a couple of different characters now, and being able to find cool gear, like for instance, if I find a really nice, while delving, a really nice flammability on Hit Ring, with some good rolls on it and some stuff I could potentially craft onto it, I feel really good about potentially being able to roll a character that can use that well. Certain uniques that are build enabling, when they drop, I feel like, okay, I'm just going to be selling it because it's not for my build. Instead, they open up the opportunity to play that build. Because rather than feeling like I always need to be working on one build, an altaholic, as I've called myself in the past, such as myself, sees that as an exciting opportunity to create a build. But when I create a build in Trade League, I often feel that I kind of can just buy everything for it and get it to the point where I want it more or less right away. I try not to do that. I try to improve it incrementally, but most of the time I end up getting most of the build enabling gear immediately off the bat, and a lot of the fun is getting that character up and going for me. Once I've played the character maybe in its final form, probably a day or two, I often get very bored of it. Solo Self-Found has extended the enjoyment of each character significantly for me. I've been able to really take each upgrade, like for my shield, Spectral Shield Throw Gladiator, I spent a lot of time getting high level 80s shields and getting some dense fossils and resonators and really planning out trying to make the best shield I can. And every time I try to craft a 2500 plus shield, I get a lot of enjoyment from that. And when I'm able to pull off a good one that's an upgrade for my character, I feel like it's a very meaningful upgrade. I got that myself, and instead of just selling a bunch of them or whatever, I have something I can take off and put on myself. I feel like a lot of the times I rarely would find upgrades for my character while I was playing on Trade League, and I think that's a little bit of a bummer. I know a lot of people do enjoy that still, and I just don't miss looking through the trade website and messaging people and getting ignored a bunch, trying to find gear that would suit me. I find it much more enjoyable personally to be able to take a few essences, throw it on a piece of gear, and find a piece that's better than mine, or to go and harvest craft up something that's really good just using the harvest chaos spamming, not having to worry about going into a Discord to buy trades from people or to set up anything like that. It's kind of like everything that's at my disposal I can use towards a specific goal, and that's really cool. So I just wanted to share that opinion. I think it may be something that isn't necessarily super popular, but I do think it's worthwhile for everyone to at least give solo self-found a shot. And I think I've encouraged this in the past. I've done a lot of solo self-found hardcore challenge modes, and I've found similar enjoyment in that, and I may do that again in the future. But even for a less skilled player like myself, just playing on solo self-found softcore brings a lot more fun from Path of Exile, in its current form in particular, where there's a little bit more of a challenge in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed. It was just a short opinion video, but this has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I will see you next time. Bye!